Hello Aries, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aries for the week of November 28th. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. Now, do make sure that you are subscribed to the channel for future updates from me. Your subscribes, likes, shares really do help the channel grow and are very much appreciated here on YouTube. All right. Let's go ahead and make sure we're all set up and in view. Then we'll get right into it. Cool. Go ahead and put this up here. Wow, Aries. So, really like what's happening here for you. Some of you, I almost feel like you've had like sort of a moment, or some of you have had sort of a heart-to-heart conversation with yourself. And the reason is you have this Nine of Swords in the past. Some of you have maybe been experiencing burnout. Some of you have maybe been experiencing like a nervous breakdown or burnout, something like this here. And this has been around, I think, finances for some of you. But the thing is, your financial picture here, based on the cards, looks extremely good. So like you have this Ten of Pentacles in the past, which we'll go into more as we go along, which is a major card of abundance in the past. But you have this Nine of Swords with it, which is almost like, I get a sense that some of you are maybe in a job or a situation that you had to be in, and it was draining you in some ways. It was like I kind of just picture you going into your job and having to be there, but not wanting to be there. The thing is, circling around here, you have double aces, and for you, you're getting a new start. I think after maybe going through some challenges here, to be frank with you, some challenges here in the past, and I almost feel like some of you acquired a new clarity. Yeah, you have new clarity around your situation. So let's go ahead and dive in here. So in the overall situation, you do have this Ace of Pentacles. So to get this in the overall situation, for me, is a pretty important card. Ace of Pentacles says that you are planting a new seed in your life, and this is a seed that can eventually grow into the Ten of Pentacles. Now, what's interesting is you have the Ten of Pentacles in the past. So for you, there has been this push to go in a new direction, but you may have not felt like you've been able to do this here recently, okay? Like this might be something that just was not possible, not like logistical for you in whatever, or whatever way that you want to look at it here. And I do think that this is changing. The Ace of Pentacles can represent maybe making a sale, making a purchase. It can also say that you're maybe studying something new. It might talk about signing off on new contracts or documents. In other words, new agreements. Maybe you're taking on a new job or a new role or something like this here. So really good things when you have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, in the past, you have the Ten of Pentacles here and the Nine of Swords. So the Ten of Pentacles is major abundance in one's life. You can see that the chest here is filled to the brim here with pentacles, and this represents the kind of final stage in the journey of the Pentacle suit. Pentacles is all about money, material situations. It can talk about like hard work, the environment, being grounded, being rooted. It can also be about academia, these sorts of things. The Ten of Pentacles in particular can also be about family. And so this might be something connected to inheritances for some of you, as you do have this mental health card here with the Nine of Swords. Some of you may in the past have gone through something challenging here in your family life. This could have happened. Now again, this is in the past, so this is not meant to scare you. This is just showing up as something that's already happened for you. If that's what timeline you're on. Not everybody's going to be on that timeline, but the point is there is some type of financial stability here, okay, in the past with the Ten of Pentacles. It's just that it's a hard energy to describe. I guess the only thing I can do is relate it to a situation that I've been in before, which is being at a job that puts food on the table but not wanting to be there, right? Like that's like a recipe for burnout, for sure. And I almost feel like for some of you this is the case. In the future, you have the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So the Four of Pentacles is a card that can indicate financial stability. The thing is, this person doesn't allow themselves to feel stable. And the reason being is they're holding on so tightly to what they have, right? They're afraid of losing just one of these pentacles, when in reality, if they lost one pentacle, they would still have three more. And so the idea with this Four of Pentacles is it can, while it does display stability, because four is a number of stability, you can see clearly here that this person has pentacles, but it at the same time represents scarcity mindset because they are afraid of losing what they have. And really that's fear casting, right? This person might not ever lose anything. This person might end up getting 10 pentacles in the future or something like this. For you, what you're getting is a new start here. But the point is, there is stability in the financial areas of your life here for sure. And just to be clear, this is a very healthy reading. This is a very positive reading. The Nine of Swords is throwing me off, and we'll get clarity on what that might be. But the Ace of Cups, this is, so you have the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. This is a new beginning in some area of your life, probably connected to what you do to bring money in, or what you do maybe if you're a student, that will make you happy. So it's kind of blending those two things as you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So let's go ahead and let's start to get some more details here. Wow, okay, so you have the Page of Pentacles, you have the Death card, you have the Six of Wands, and you have the King of Swords. All right, so Aries. Some of you, this is becoming a little bit, the picture is becoming clear here for me. It's starting to become clearer for me here, which is you have this Page of Pentacles in the past with the Death card. So the Page of Pentacles is a prospect in one's life. Some of you are in like academia, or some of you are studying something. Not everybody, but some of you are doing that. Also, there's like three storylines here. Some of you are in like the academic world in some respects or in some way. Some of you here are an executor of an estate. And some of you are in this, and this is the one that I think is going to resonate with most people. Some of you here need to get out, you have felt like recently that you've needed to get out of your work situation. And not because it's not paying the bills, but because mentally it's not aligning with you. The Page of Pentacles is a prospect in life. The Death card is a change, okay? It's a transformation. It's something that completely changes your scenario, changes your situation, like in a big way. And basically it's clearing out the old to make way for the new, the Death card. Some of you here, you may feel like in the past, some of you here have received an offer or an opportunity to go work somewhere else or to do something else. But this is kind of all clashing in your mind here, where it's like, okay, I have this thing that's, providing for me, but I also want to explore this other opportunity. What do I do? And I do think that for some of you, there's this back and forth that's been going on. You have the Six of Wands and the King of Swords in the future position. You will make the right choice. You will make the right choice here. The Six of Wands is a major victory in the tarot. And so this comes after a change. This comes after you taking the leap, so to speak, or it's more of like embracing the change, so to speak, with the Death card. Okay, so some of you here embracing the change that has been put forward for you in the past here with the Death card. And in that, you get this major win with the Six of Wands. And so for you, the major win looks like these double aces, okay? With the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Something new in your material life or in the way that you make money that also makes you happy. That's what's coming forward. And the King of Swords is, somebody who is a leader. This is also somebody who kind of looks at a situation objectively and rationally, and more kind of on the logical side of life. The King of Swords rules logic more than intuition or feeling. They look at the numbers, so to speak. They look at it, their situation in a more rational, sort of scientific, logical way. And so maybe some of you are also doing that. The King of Swords could also be somebody who appears in your life who helps you get from point A to point B. They'll give you wise counsel because they don't have an emotional interest in you. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at some oracle cards here. Can we get one more? There it is. Okay. All right, let's see what we have here for you. All right, so you have Lord Shiva, Transcendence, Rise Up, Honor Your Inner Force, Steps Are Being Given, Dance with the Universe. You have Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy, Move Beyond Current Challenges, Focus on What You Desire. And my favorite card in this deck, you have Lady Venus, Downloads and Understandings. Truth is being revealed, deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. So for me, this card has come forward in my life and also when I used to work with clients, where you're going through a kind of very spiritual time in your life. You might get downloads through dreams. When you're in the grocery store, you might hear a song that comes on that's like, wow, why is that song playing? That's not supposed to be playing. Or you might get song lyrics in your head, like at the right time, like as somebody's saying something. You might get a phone call from somebody you haven't heard from for a long time. It's this idea of synchronicities and downloads and ear pops or ear rings or things like that, right? License plates, seeing specific messages on license plates or, seeing repeating numbers, things like this when you get the Lady Venus card. And, some of you this might have begun for you. This might have already started for you here because of this Nine of Swords. Many times it's when we're in this very low state that is just like, okay, I am at like what, it's when we're in that state when we finally decide, okay, I'm going to ask my spirit guides or the universe or God, whatever you believe in, for help. Okay, what do I do? What do I do about this situation? And then spirit steps in. And I think something like that might have been happening this might have been going on for you recently. This might be happening for you. So you have the Queen of Cups, you have the Tower. That card did pop out when we were shuffling, and you have the Star. So this is an incredible combination, and let me tell you why. So I'll get to the Queen of Cups in a second. Well, all right, let me just talk about the Queen of Cups because that's not as important as the other cards here. Queen of Cups, intuition, right? I said in the past here with this Nine of Swords, Queen of Cups, and then this Lady Venus energy, I think some of you here really connecting to your intuition and like maybe even like some sort of like energetic download, psychic energy, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so you have the Tower into the Star, 16, 17. That's an incredible combination. All right, so the Tower and the Star I love to see in a reading. The Tower is an exposure of a false belief, which is actually a blessing because nobody wants to live in a house of cards. There are no doors on the Tower, which means this person falling from the Tower finally is given a way out of a trapped scenario or a situation that was not good for them, a false belief. You have this here with the Nine of Swords. You've been in a challenge in the past. The Star comes in and heals the upheaval of the Tower. The Star is the afterglow. It is the hope, optimism, and healing that comes after you go through a major transformation with the Death card in the Tower. So there are big things happening for you here The star is also a wish granted to you. And it is also about connectivity within the universe. Think about the star being part of the stars being part of the universe. And so you're creating all of these spiritual connections here at this time. And, you know, there are changes on the way for you with double aces, the Tower, the Star, the Death card. But these look very good. These look very good. You have the Magician and you have the Ace of Swords. All right, so we have 3 aces in this reading, which is pretty incredible. So the Magician is the master manifester in the tarot, right? This person can create whatever they want in this lifetime. You can see that they have all the tools in the palm of their hand. And so you've been manifesting something important here with the 10 of Pentacles, double aces. Okay, you've been in a situation that you don't necessarily love to be in, and you've been trying to get this new start. And you will get it here with 3 aces, the Tower, the Death card, and the Star. Ace of Swords is a breakthrough. It's the clouds clearing in the background. And at the top of the pyramid, a transition. 6 of Swords, you're going somewhere new and you're being guided. It's the feeling of being guided in a new direction. So this is underway for you. This will, with the 3 of Swords on the bottom, mean that you have to separate from this 9 of Swords energy here, which is, I think for many of you, a job that pays the bills, puts food on the table, but you don't want to be in. For many of you, this is probably the case. For others of you, this might be connected to an inheritance that has happened here already. Just to be clear, not coming in, but has happened here already. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. I will see you in the next reading.